You did everything right. You showed up on time. You wore that outfit your friend said made you look dateable. You asked thoughtful questions. You laughed at their jokes, even the bad ones, and then nothing. No text back. No second date. Just radio silence and a bruised ego. So, you're lying in bed at 2 a.m., replaying every moment like it's a crime scene investigation, thinking, what did I do wrong? Here's the plot twist. You probably did everything too right, and that's exactly the problem. Stick around, because in the next 7 minutes, I'm going to show you the psychological secrets that make people obsessed. Not just interested, but genuinely unable to stop thinking about you. And no, this isn't some manipulative pickup artist nonsense. This is science, storytelling, and a little bit of strategic chaos. Let's talk about why your perfect date actually bombed. You see, most people approach dates like a job interview. They prepare their best stories. They dress to impress. They try to be the most polished, agreeable version of themselves. You're basically showing up as Human 2.0, the software update nobody asked for. And here's what happens. Your date sits across from you, nodding politely, thinking, wow, this person is nice, really nice, perfectly forgettable. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Perfection is boring. When you're too agreeable, too polished, too predictable, you become background noise. You're the elevator music of dating. Pleasant, sure memorable? Absolutely not. Think about the last person who made an impression on you. I guarantee they weren't perfect. They were probably a little weird, a little unpredictable, maybe even a little frustrating. But they stuck in your brain like a catchy song you can't shake. That's what we're going for. Not perfection. Obsession. So, how do you actually make someone obsessed with you? It comes down to 3 psychological principles that sound simple, but most people completely ignore. Principle number 1, the curiosity gap. Your brain hates unfinished business. It's called the Zeigarnik effect. We remember incomplete tasks better than completed ones. On a date, this means don't reveal everything. Most people trauma dump their entire life story by appetizers. Their childhood, their ex, their career goals, their cat's medical history. By dessert, there's nothing left to discover. Instead, drop breadcrumbs. Mention something intriguing, then change the subject. Oh, I lived in Thailand for a year. Anyway, what were you saying about your job? Now they're sitting there thinking, wait, what? Thailand? Why? How? You've created a curiosity gap, and their brain will obsess over filling it. Now you might be thinking, but I don't have anything that interesting. Here's the thing, you don't need something outrageous. It works with literally anything that hints at a story. I'm weirdly good at fixing things. Long story. Anyway, what were you saying? I used to have a completely different career path. Remind me to tell you about that sometime. But yeah, continue. There's this random skill I picked up during lockdown that I'm borderline obsessed with now. But that's a whole tangent. What about you? See, you're not bragging. You're just mentioning something exists without explaining it. Their brain does the rest. Curiosity gap created. Principle number 2, emotional contrast. Here's where it gets spicy. People don't remember what you said. They remember how you made them feel. But here's the kicker. They remember emotional variety even more. If you're just nice and pleasant the whole time, you're a flat line. Boring, forgettable. But if you make them laugh, then challenge them on something, then show genuine vulnerability, then tease them playfully, you're creating emotional peaks and valleys. You're a roller coaster, not a merry-go-round. This doesn't mean be a jerk. It means be dynamic. Disagree with them on something small. Playfully call them out. Show a flash of passion about something you care about. Make them feel something other than comfortable. Principle number 3, strategic scarcity. This is the one everyone gets wrong. They think playing hard to get means being cold or distant. Wrong. Strategic scarcity means be amazing when you're there, but don't always be available. End the date first, even if it's going well. This has been incredible, but I've got an early morning. Leave them wanting more, not checking their watch. Don't text back immediately every time. Not because you're playing games, but because you have an actual life that's interesting and full. Scarcity creates value. If you're always available, always eager, always waiting, you're signaling that you have nothing better to do. And that's not attractive. That's desperate. Okay, psychology lesson over. Let's get tactical. Here's exactly what to do on your next date to activate these principles. Tactic number 1, the pattern interrupt. Don't do the standard dinner and drinks routine. It's predictable. Instead, suggest something slightly unexpected. A weird museum, a cooking class, mini golf. Why? Because novel experiences create stronger memories and emotional bonds. When their brain is slightly out of its comfort zone, it associates that excitement with you. Tactic number 2, the vulnerability spike. At some point in the conversation, share something real, not trauma, just something genuine that shows you're human. Vulnerability is magnetic. It gives them permission to be real too, and real connection is what creates obsession. Tactic number 3, the playful challenge. This is where you separate yourself from every other boring date they've been on. Challenge them on something lighthearted. They say they're a great driver. I don't know, you seem like someone who uses their turn signal after they change lanes. They mention they're competitive. Okay, but could you beat me at pool? I'm weirdly good at it. You're creating playful tension. You're not agreeing with everything they say. You're showing personality, and that's interesting. Tactic number 4, the callback. This is a comedy technique that works insanely well on dates. Reference something from earlier in the conversation. They mentioned they hate olives. Later, when looking at a menu, ooh, this has olives. Your worst nightmare. It shows you're paying attention. It creates inside jokes. It builds a micro-relationship in real time. Tactic number 5, the exit strategy. Here's the power move. End the date while it's still going well. This has been amazing. I'd love to continue this, but I've got an early run tomorrow. You're leaving them wanting more. They'll spend the rest of their night thinking about you, not checking their phone, wondering when this date will end. Now, here's the real secret that no one talks about. All these tactics, they only work if you're actually living an interesting life. You can't fake curiosity gaps if you have nothing interesting going on. You can't create scarcity if you're genuinely sitting at home waiting for their text. The most attractive thing you can do is become obsessed with your own life first. Have hobbies, have goals, have stories, have opinions, have a life that's so full and interesting that dating is just one part of it, not the whole thing. Because here's what happens. When you're genuinely invested in your own life, you stop being desperate for validation. You stop over-texting. You stop people-pleasing. You stop being boring. And ironically, that's when people become obsessed with you. They sense that you're not trying to impress them. You're just being you. And you is someone with depth, interests, and a life worth being part of. So here's your challenge. On your next date, try just one of these tactics. Just one. Create a curiosity gap. Add emotional contrast. End the date first. Do something unexpected. And watch what happens. Because the difference between someone who ghosts you and someone who can't stop thinking about you, it's not about being perfect. It's about being memorable. Stop trying to be the person you think they want. Start being the person who's impossible to forget. Now get out there. You've got this.